Hi you guys, welcome back. Okay, so for today's video, this is the eye look that I did. I wanted to do like a really pretty sunset vibe, and I'm really loving how this came out. Now, the palette that I used today is my Unearthly Just a Taste palette. Of course, if you have any eyeshadow palettes in your collection that have these same colors, which are absolutely gorgeous, giving me fall vibes, grab yours and you can join along with me. So let's go ahead and get started with today's look. So I'm starting out this look by cleaning up my eyebrows, of course. I went in with my NYX The Brow Glue, and I'm just using that to kind of lay these brows down. I'm really loving actually the fact that my brows seem like they're filling in, so I'm really enjoying that. But to fill them in even more, I'm using this Wet n Wild. It's really just like a dark brown retractable eyeliner pencil. It pretty much stays in place, so I like using it. It's easy to use. And I'm cleaning up my brows today with one of my old Wet n Wild concealers. It's a shade that's just slightly lighter than my skin tone, as you can see, but it cleans them up nicely. So to prep my lids, I'm using my Morphe eyeshadow primer. You guys know I love this stuff. It works very, very well. So let's go ahead and jump into this look. These colors are just so gorgeous. I feel like you can do so many different looks with this palette. But today I'm gonna start out with this gorgeous, it's kind of like a terracotta pumpkin-y brown shade. It's called Vampire's Lair in this palette. And I'm just using a firm eyeshadow brush to lay that down in my crease, and I'm really going to be placing this all over my lid, to be honest with you. I really love this color and I wanted to use it as just an all over base for this eye look. Next, I'm going into this cool tone purple. It's like, well, is it cool tone? It is cool tone, I believe, but when I mixed it with that orange shade, it kind of went, you know, more of like a red tone, warmer purple. But yeah, in the palette, it's definitely a cooler tone purple. And I'm just using that to deepen up that outer corner. As you can see, I'm just taking my time building it up because I am placing it on top of a shadow that is already very, very pigmented. So I had to just kind of build that up a bit, but they blended together really nicely pigmented. Now, before I hit these shimmers, I'm gonna go ahead and use some of my e.l.f. glitter primer. As you guys know, it helps the glitter or shimmers to adhere to your lid nicely. Now, this first shade I'm going into is called Mossy Grave, and it's kind of like a green toned gold. It really is like a multi-chrome, I believe, because it does kind of shift a bit to a darker shade, but on my lid, that kind of goldy green shade is really popping through. Y'all, these shimmers, absolutely gorgeous. But like I said, if you have, you know, a pretty light green shimmer in your collection already, you can just grab that and place that on that first half of your lid. Now I'm going into the red shimmer shade, which is called Crimson Thirst. I'm not really a red shimmer shade type of chick, but I really like how it looked in this, you know, eyeshadow look. I think blending it with that green just really made it pop. So I'm going back in with that dark purple and just kind of blending out the edge of that outer corner so it doesn't look so harsh. Now moving on to the face, I did want to go ahead and rehydrate like under my eyes and my skin a little bit, because when I wiped my face down after placing my eyeshadow, you know, it kind of wipes away some of your moisturizer and things. So just wanted to use my e.l.f. Stay Cool Primer Stick to add a little bit of moisture back into my skin. And for my main primer today, I'm using my NARS Soft Matte Primer. Haven't used this in a very, very long time. I like this primer, even though it is a matte primer, it is still very hydrating on the skin. It feels really, really nice. Really moisturizing, I should say. Now to go ahead and take care of some hyperpigmentation and my dark circles, I'm going in with my Catrice True Skin Concealer. This concealer has very, very high coverage and it's very affordable. So if you're looking for a really good concealer with high coverage that is affordable, I would say try out the Catrice True Skin. It's really, really good. I like it, and I don't see myself ever stopping to use it unless they discontinue it or something, but really, really good affordable concealer. And I'm just using a damp concealer brush to blend that out. Now for foundation, I am going in with the MAC Studio Fix. I just recently started using this. I feel like it's been around forever. I never really used MAC complexion products, so I really just, you know, picked it up because I felt like, hey, I should know what MAC foundation is like, and I actually really, really love it. It works really, really well to me. The coverage is great, and I just like the finish of it, and I like how it, you know, has my skin and my makeup looking throughout the day. Going in with my favorite concealer, my Juvia's Place I Am Magic shade number 11, and we're just doing a little bit of brightening, not too much. As you can see, I just put a little bit under my eyes along with my other highlighted areas. I didn't want too much today because I already have a lot of concealer under my eyes, so I didn't need too much more. But it did add just the right amount of brightening that I was looking for, so there's that. So I'm trying out this Black Radiance foundation stick as my concealer. I don't know who I saw, I mean, not my concealer, my bronzer. I don't know who I saw using this, but I really like how it looked on them, and so I grabbed one to try it out. Now I showed you guys the shade that I have. It looks really, really dark, but it actually works pretty well. It's kind of like a cross between a bronzer and a contour, if you will, because it is a little more cool tone. The shade that I picked, 6825, definitely a little more cool tone than I normally use for a bronzer. So I think it would be great as a contour if someone wanted to use it for that. So I just kind of used it to shape up my face. Now these cute little blushes from Huda Beauty, honey. These are so cute. Her new liquid blushes. I grabbed a little duo pack, so they're much smaller. This one is in the shade Strawberry Cream, and as you can see, that color is so pretty. Oh my gosh, if you like a light baby pink blush, these are gorgeous, and the pigmentation is beautiful. If you like, you know, kind of a more natural glowy look and you don't do like a lot of setting powder and stuff, these are great. Of course, I'm using mine underneath my setting powder because I double blush now, but yeah, these are really pretty. I must say I was very impressed with the shade of this blush. And it came in a 2-pack. I don't know what the other shade is, but they definitely had it at Sephora. So to do a little highlighting, I am going in with my NYX Born to Glow liquid highlighter. And I'm using this soft brush to apply it in the areas where I want it on my face. But I am going to go in and just kind of melt it into my skin using my fingers. I find that that just really helps it to look like that glow from within, and I really like just kind of the control that I have using my fingers to apply it. Now listen, this Huda Beauty powder, the Ube birthday cake, listen, I love this powder. I have come to really love it. I don't know if I'll say it's my favorite at this point, but every time I use it, honey, my face looks really nice, nicely snatched, nicely set, and I just love the tone of it. I don't know if the lavender does something with my skin tone that I really like, you know, mixing it with the brown. I don't know, but as a setting powder, it is amazing. So I wouldn't say that it's for everybody though, because I know with it being a lavender shade, it's probably not for everybody. But for me, it works out so beautifully. I love my face when I use this powder. So to go in, set the rest of my face, I'm using my Sephora. This is their matte powder foundation in 46Y. and I've been using this. I really like it. It gives a nice coverage. It's very warm, beautiful shade to just kind of set everything on my face, and I like the finish of it. Very smooth, very mattifying. I feel like it looks great. You guys let me know what you think. Have you tried this Sephora foundation powder? I really like it. Now for bronzer, I'm using my Give Me Glow bronzer that I just got. I really enjoyed using this, so I wanted to try it out again. This one is called Bronzed and Bougie. Like I said before, packaging gorgeous. The bronzer is really nice. I feel like I kind of take a light hand to it because I don't want to overdo it, but the way that I've been applying it is a very light application. I haven't really been going ham with it because I don't want to mess up, you know, my makeup, but I decided today to try out one of my new blushes from Give Me Glow. Now, honey, these things are pigmented. I had to dust that brush off a couple of times. As you can see, gorgeous. Oh my gosh, crazy pigmented. I would definitely suggest picking one up if you are looking to try some new blushes, you know, because they were on sale. I don't know if they still are. Now, the setting spray that I just used is the new Fenty Beauty. This one is the You Mist Makeup Extending Setting Spray. I like it. I like it. I'm gonna use it, you know, a bit more, but I really like it. So yeah, first impression, I like this setting spray. So I'm going in here, you see, finishing up my lower lash line, taking that dark purple, along with some red. I did use a black pencil eyeliner as well, but I wanted to use this cute little Rare Beauty Reveal highlighter. I love this gorgeous orange shade that it is. I'm not too keen on if I'm going to like it on my face, but I wanted to play around with it on my eyes, and I was like, you know what, inner corner pop, let's do it. And it just matched beautifully with this eye look. It went perfect. I'm so glad that I used it for that because it turned out gorgeous. So this is the final look, you guys. Now for my lips, going in with my favorite Sephora lip liner in the shade Molasses. And y'all, I have a new favorite lip product. These Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Sticks, the shimmer ones, with that beautiful shimmer in there. Oh my gosh, it's like micro glitter or something in there. You can't feel it at all, but I definitely saw some on my face like towards the end of the day because it is just like a super micro shimmer glitter in there, but it is so pretty. I love it, and I really want all of them. I'm trying my hardest not to buy all of them. So that is the look for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me, and I hope you like this eye look. Let me know what you think. Definitely, if you have these colors in your collection, try it out. But that's it for today, you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. Definitely comment, hit like, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Toodles!